Hello, it's Marina from the Butterfly Effect. This is a weekly reading for the week beginning the 4th of May. The overriding message for the week is shallow grave, you miss someone, and isolation in reverse. I'm going to read you a little bit from shallow grave. Depending where you are in the world, there really is a very strong energy here of a sudden change in course, probably from the government. And there's action taken here with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Released. There's release here. The song I got through is Now It's Time to Free Me from the Change and Breakout. So I do think for those of us that are in isolation, there does seem to be an easing of restrictions coming this week, and even some sort of recovery on the infection front, which I'll come on to. So let's have a look at shallow grave. I just think the overwhelming feeling here is that people are really missing one another. But yeah, isolation in reverse, coming out, breakout. Sentimentality, holding on to the past, idealising the past, refusing, not allowing yourself to get over a breakup with a friend, a move to a new town, a faded romance, parents who have divorced, or something you are convinced that you must have back in order to be happy again. Mourning for what was and what you feel should have been. Very deep sadness, and yet this experience has been of great value. It is time to move on and to place all of that to rest. Working with the element of earth is most beneficial when this card and fairy come to visit. You may wish to plant a memory tree, something earthy and growing that changes to commemorate your lost love. As it grows and changes, you will heal, and memories will be sweet and sad, without bitterness and pain. The earth takes form and changes them and gives back to us what we let go of in new forms. It is time for you to stop hanging on so sadly to that which has long passed. Mourn and then come back to us ready to live again. So there's some sort of release here. If someone has been in mourning, then they're sort of like coming back to themselves. But this is a collective read. It's not a specific read. I'm not saying it specifically at all. So I've got the moon, the bear, the garden, the home, and the mice here. With regards to the moon, this is about work in the main and reputation, and the feeling with perseverance in reverse. And the Six of Pentacles is that people are losing patience here. And this is like not being able to make ends meet. This is, I feel that there's a lack of patience, that things aren't fair. But the underlying energy is trying to maintain fairness with Temperance card here. But this is like really pushy emotion. Overall, it's a very dominant energy. Can sometimes represent Russia here. I don't know why that came to mind, but it's on the work front, and this is about people who are not able to work and who are sensing or feeling a lack of growth. They're losing patience with that. I think I kind of got a similar message last week. But the garden is about social, being out and about. Social events, public exposure, celebrity figures, that type of thing. There's almost like a gratitude here just for outside spaces, but there's a gratitude here for being able to get out and about. I am seeing an easing of restrictions here, and it's mainly because things are unstable on the money front with the King of Pentacles in reverse and creation. This is not being able to create wealth. This is not being able to maintain our businesses, our income, the economy. Everything is very much imbalanced, and there's a gratitude here for being able to get out and about again, and I do think that's coming very, very soon, because the home card here, which is the complete opposite of the garden card, this is about your nearest and dearest. This is about your private life, and it is about your physical home. And there's been there's patience here. There's a feeling of waiting. The Seven of Pentacles, to me recently, I have been pulling like one card a day for some time, just to get again a more sort of mundane feeling for my cards, rather than, you know, the usual narrative that goes with tarot. And to me, this is very much being concerned about finances and watching your money very closely. It's usually quite trying times financially. And again, I think this is people are just maybe not able to make money, to release money, and trying to maintain patience and perseverance. But that is in reverse. We have release here on the home card. Need I say more? Yeah, I really do feel a lifting of restrictions. Depends where you are in the world, obviously, but it feels sudden. You know, the scythe at the base of the deck with the tower. The tower represents corporation, big business, the government, the judiciary, and it's with the scythe here. And this is something very sudden. It can be something quite dangerous and risky, a risky move. But it's most definitely sudden, and as I say, there's real fast action happening here in terms of release. I don't know what's happening in your part of the world. I mean, I live in the middle of nowhere, and I can walk, you know, 7 miles a day and see one person. But I'm honest to God, I was out today, and it was like a thoroughfare. It was unbelievable. This is like, you know, sea roads. These roads don't have any names. As I say, you don't see a living soul. And I could not tell you the amount of cyclists, walkers, cars. It was unbelievable, you know, like bits of the river I would normally go to. I was like, oh, 3 people there, and there's 4 people coming that way. And I was like, it was unbelievable. It's like literally everyone's out. It's almost like people just can't be arse waiting. They're just getting out there. With the mice card, it does represent infection. It can be something that's taking away. It's a kind of gnawing energy. It's an uncomfortable energy. So it's something that takes away from your comfort at home. There's like a sort of, yeah, there's an impatience here to get back out there, to get a release. But also it does represent infection and illness and disease. And the 3 of Swords is in reverse here. There's some sort of recovery here. So there's I don't know, I'm completely switched off from social media now. I have no idea what's happening out there. So there might be a big, you know, a sudden event that turns things around. Whether it's accurate or not remains to be seen. But there is a suggestion there's some sort of healing here with the 3 of Swords. This is like a recovery after loss. It's physical recovery. Yeah. So there you go. I just see a very much a week or 2 where restrictions are going to be eased. People are losing patience. It's more to do with the economy than anything else. But they're missing people. People are missing people, and this is predictive isolation in reverse. So there you go. Good luck. Have a great week. Like and subscribe. You know what I mean. Take care. Bye.